What's up? What's up? What's up? Today is Friday. I went out last night, hit a club. I got home and I was watching a few videos on YouTube. Just got girls going off on guys and guys going off on girls, and you know, how a lot of women was saying, niggas ain't shit. Uh, Guys were saying bitches ain't shit. Um, I mean, this argument can go on forever. Some girls that have valid points, guys that have valid points. Fine. At the end of the day, these are people that got broken hearts. I'm sure everybody can agree to that. You gotta understand, man. We living in a cruel world. You know what I mean? You're gonna get hurt. You're gonna get hurt by your homeboy. You're gonna get hurt by your. I'm gonna get hurt by my homeboys. I'm gonna get hurt by a girl I run into. At the end of the day, we gonna get hurt. You know what I mean? Life is about lessons. You can cross the street. I know you heard this millions of times. You can cross the street and get hit by a car. You know what I mean? But it doesn't necessarily mean that every time you cross the street, you're gonna get hit by a car. What I'm noticing is that the devil is really playing his work. He's doing his job and he's working overtime. There's a lot of people in this world, especially women. Because the reason why I'm saying this, and I'm not saying it because I'm a guy. I'm a dude that likes to think on both ends. You know what I mean? And I'm saying especially women because y'all was raised these are like we used to have childhood games like house. Preparing yourselves for right now, waiting for that day to wear that white gown, to walk down the aisle and get married. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like a lot of women, they don't even want to be in relationships these days. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm saying, especially women. You know what I mean? Because y'all gave up on something that you dreamed about. You know what I mean? And that's the devil playing his job. He's doing his work. And what I'm here to say to both guys and girls is this: men aren't there are fucked up dudes out there. There fucked up women out there. But you gotta ask yourself this: you gotta blame it on yourselves as well. Cause I do it too. I'm single. I go out every weekend. I hit up clubs. It became a habit to me. I gotta go every week because I'm single. You know what I'm saying? All my homies, they ended up, they either married, they got kids. Me, I gotta, outside of my immediate crew, I made friends in clubs now where I just go by myself, run into my peoples. What up? What up? What up? Do it up in the club, have a ball. You know what I mean? Sometimes it get tiring, but now it feels like I have to go because I'm single. You know what I mean? I meet women all the time. Some females I run into, I actually have a interest in wish it could have went further, and it didn't go that way. You know what I mean? I ended up getting shitted on. A lot of guys don't like to admit shit like that, but I end up getting shitted on. And sometimes I ask myself, and I was just like the people I'm talking to right now, saying women ain't shit. It's not about women not being shit. It's the ones that we make ourselves available to. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you continue to run into these same types of people, you have to give yourself a self-evaluation. You know what I'm saying? And say, what am I doing wrong? You know what I mean? Don't put yourself down. Don't call yourself ugly. Don't sit there and say I'm too fat or I don't got no money or whatever the case may be, because I used to put myself down as well. You know what I'm saying? But you just gotta, the only thing you gotta do is say, yo, what am I doing wrong to make these people come in my area? It gotta be something that's attracting these people to make them come this way. You know what I'm saying? And once you see that, like me with this whole club stuff, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying that every girl that every girl that goes to clubs are full of shit. You gotta see it like this too. You met them at a club, which is just lust and it's physical. You know what I mean? Y'all never really sat down and talked. It's just a physical thing. I got on the phone a few times, whatever. But she might not take you as serious as you're taking her, because guys go to clubs, they go dance, they go grope women all day. She's probably not seeing it like that. You know what I mean? So the stuff that you could be saying to her might sound like game to her. You know what I mean? So you gotta be patient with that. You know, and same thing with women. Like I said, it's who you make yourself available to. You also gotta say, okay, because I know I was like this as well. When I look at my friends and I'm like, damn, I'm the only dude out of my team that's a bachelor. You know, I ain't never gonna get me nothing. I'm never gonna get married. I'm gonna end up being single all my life. You know what I'm saying? She's out there. You know, he's and for the fellas too. Your little shorty is out there. You know, don't sit there and give up on love yet. She's out there. It's just she's probably right under your nose, because God gives us answers that's always been there. It's just for us to find it. She's out there. She's been out there. She's just waiting for you. You're just not ready for her yet. You know what I mean? That's basically it. You're not ready for her yet because you ain't see her. And once you see her, it's a wrap. You know what I mean? No matter if you're 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years old, don't matter when you get her, but she's going to be there. So don't give up on love. And when you start giving up on love, you start doing shit that... Look at how many single parents is out there right now. You know what I'm saying? Look how many people... Like, pardon my language, but these days, people are giving out... Pardon my language, people are giving out their dicks and their pussies like it's a flyer. Like it's a, you know when you leave a club and there's dudes on the corner with stacks of flyers and they handing them shits out? That's what motherfuckers is doing right now. So many single parents out there right now. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? So many women are running into guys and these guys are trying to get something established with them. And they saying, nah, I'm not trying to get with a dude. I just gotta have a fucked up relationship. You basically gave up and saying, I'm not ready or whatever. Nah, you can't give up on stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with guys. They get their feelings hurt by a chick or whatever, and they just start dogging women. Like, you can't live like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't dwell on your past, because when you dwell on your past, you miss out on the gift that's given to us all, which is the present. And what you do today will reflect on your future. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, if you got hurt, you know what I'm saying, you got into a shitty relationship or whatever it is, and somebody runs into you and he's saying the right things or she's saying the right things, doing the right things, and you getting flashbacks of the last person you've been with in that honeymoon period where you thought this person was the world and they turned out not to be that person. You start reflecting like, damn, you know what? I'm catching feelings for this motherfucker right now. Let me fall back. And you start doing stuff that will make this person fall back. And he might say, or she might say, you know what? This person is not interested, or this person is not good for me. And they might leave you. And then when you realize this person is good enough for you, they're long gone. And now you want to open up to somebody again. That person, the next person, might end up being a dog and shit on you again. You know what I'm saying? So, you never know. But life is about experiences. If you can't experience certain things, there's no point in living. You know what I mean? You never know what's going to happen tomorrow. But my time is up. Show your boy some love. leave a comment. If not, it's all good. Just as long as you got that message. Subscribe to me though, and holla at your boy. I'm out.